Well, Escobar is not universally loved. He was the target earlier this year of an assassination attempt, one that involved British mercenaries. As ABC's Pierre Salinger reports, there is some mystery about who was behind it.
The 12 British mercenaries assembled in Colombia in March of this year. For 11 weeks, they trained for the assassination attempt in a mountain jungle and recorded much of it on videotape. Little by little, the equipment they needed arrived: arms and explosives made in the United States, and a Bell 205 helicopter. The mercenary leader, Dave Tompkins, gave the helicopter a new look.
I'm about to change the color of this United States of America chopper that's made its way here.
A second, smaller helicopter came from inside Colombia. Who were they working for? One of the mercenaries, who refuses to be identified on camera, tells ABC News they were recruited to kill the drug leader Pablo Escobar by a colonel in the Colombian army.
We never did any training without the Colombians being there. We had military intelligence Colombians, RAF from the Colombian Air Force, and the Colombian police lieutenant.
But the lavish country house where they did some of their training looks more like the residence of a drug lord than that of a Colombian official. And there are indications that the man behind the operation was really another drug lord, Gonzalo Rodriguez Gacha, who has deeply penetrated parts of the Colombian military and wanted his rival Escobar dead. Early on the morning of June 2nd, the mercenaries claimed they were notified Escobar was in his compound and took off. The leaders, Tompkins and Peter McLeish, were in Helicopter 1 with the objective of dropping explosive on Escobar's house in the lavish several hundred-acre Hacienda Napoles. The other 10 mercenaries were in Helicopter 2 and were going to land and attack the house and those inside.
The idea was either to kill Escobar if he wouldn't surrender, and if he did surrender, was to capture him, take him with us in the chopper when we left, as our bargaining power to get out of the country. And as we got about 10,000 feet, was to shoot him in the head and kick him out of the chopper.
But they ran into bad weather. Helicopter 1 crashed into a mountain. The pilot, a lieutenant of the Colombian police, was killed, and Tompkins and McLeish were injured. The assassination attempt had been exposed. The failed operation underlines the bizarre nature of the drug problem in Colombia. There are a lot of foreign guns for hire. Israeli, British, and other mercenaries have been reported training drug traffickers. Now it seems the drug lords can find mercenaries used against them as well. Pierre Salinger, ABC News, London.
Colombia for today. In a moment, the other news.